Hi guys, this afternoon we're going to be making a Father's Day card. I've done this card in 2 shades of blue. I'm going to change it up as the 1 shade of blue you cannot see. For this card we're going to make today, you're going to need 2 colors of cardstock, your foam squares, your Stampin' Ink, your glue, 4 hole punchers, a cutting board, your die cut machine, and your die cut and an extra envelope. First, we're going to start off with our Kettlebug. We are going to make a sandwich between 2 boards, piece of paper, and your die cut. Here, we're going to cut out the ship. Then you want to feed it through your machine. When I do things like this, I like to do more than 1 cutout. Because I like to make more than 1 of the card. This is what your strip's going to look like. Sometimes with your cutouts, you will get the pieces stuck inside. This is when you grab your weeder and you start weeding. While weeding, you poke them out. And here you have your ship. Next, you want to grab your hole punches that you will be using for this craft. And some scrap papers. Either you already have cut up or you can cut up new ones to do this. Then you want to feed the paper through your hole punch anywhere on the paper you want and just press down. Again, for this I like to cut out extras. But for this card alone, I will need 3 big squares, 3 small squares. You're going to do 2 different colors, so they pop out. I'm going to be doing 2 sheets of cut up paper through this. There you have your 1 color, big and small squares. For this card, I'm going to be doing green and a shade of blue. And the leftovers with the cut up sheets, you can do your small hole punches with still. So you do not want to throw those out. And there you have your second color of squares. I originally did this card as a birthday card in black and white. Now for the next hole punch. Sometimes these hole punches, they like to get stuck in the paper and are sometimes hard to punch through. And with these hole punches, you really only need one of. You can do any sea life creature you want for these cards, if you want to do sea life creatures on the card. That's completely up to you. And some of these small hole punches, you can open up on the back where all your punches will be. Not all the hole punches have that. See, this color, I already have some of, so I'm not going to do many in this color. You want to do your next one. I have a whole series, 2 series of these kinds of hole punches. Not just sea life, they're all mixed up. So you will see me doing a lot of cards with these. And if your paper gets stuck, you just want to wiggle it out. Once again, I have a lot of that color already done. The reason why I do a multiple of them is because sometimes when I hole punch them out, I will get 2 on one spot. So you don't get the whole punch. Which is fine. Now on to the third and final hole punch. With these cutouts, you can either glue them on cards, or you can make the shaker cards and use them as confetti in the shaker cards. And there you have your third one all punched out as well. This next step, you want to have your cutting board so you can cut out your card. And how I like to measure my cards is I like to take the envelope and place it on top of the cardstock. Here I'm going to cut 2 up at a time. So you want to lay your envelope on top. And when you put it in your cutter, where your cutter cuts, you want to put it over a little bit so your card is smaller than the envelope. But before you cut, you want to take your envelope out. And next you want to fold your card and repeat the same step. So you want to put your envelope back on your card. In this case, you want to do one at a time, not both. But I like to lay mine out where I have both on the cutting board beside each other. And there you have your card, where it will fit in the envelope. There's still some space on each side. Now that you have both of your cards ready, so you can start making them. You can do either one at a time, or do both at the same time. So you want to start off with your squares. You will need 3 big ones on each card. And you also need 3 small ones on each card. You can either glue down your squares, or you can use your foam squares to have them pop out. I'm going to be popping mine out, so I put a foam square in each of the corners. And I'm only going to have the top square pop out. The bottom square will be glued down to the card. There's one card done. These squares, you want to try your best to center them on top. Or if you want, you can have them in one corner. You can put them down anywhere you want. I like to have mine centered. Now you want to glue them down to your card. I like to glue the top and bottom ones down first. That way you know exactly where to put your middle. I came up with this layout a couple weeks ago because I wanted to try a black and white card. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. All I knew is I wanted to do these squares. I came across this hole punch. I've never used it before since I got it. So I figured doing a black and white card would be the best way to use it. And now it's one of my favorite hole punches I have. There you have your squares glued down. Now you want to glue down your ship. I'm going to be using the same layout in another video in the next few weeks. But it will be a sea life card, but it won't have the ship in it. Instead of a ship, it will have a lighthouse. I'm doing this card in 2 colors. You could do any color you want, or you can do less colors as possible. Like this one, I'm doing 2 colors. You can do up to as many colors as you want. You can make a rainbow card out of it if you really wanted to. Okay, I'm gluing the ship in the bottom right corner. Because near the top here, I'm going to be putting a stamp. You want to remember when using your stamp, once you're done with it, you want to clean your stamp off. I know a lot of people don't. They say if you clean your stamps off, you won't get the best picture out of it. But by cleaning your stamp, you will get every time a clean stamp on your card. So you won't have the extra ink from the last time you used. Now you want to glue down your sea animals. I'm using a seahorse, a fish, and a dolphin. See, I'm putting 1 down in each square. If you want to, you could put down 2 in each square, maybe 3. But I'm only doing 1 in each square. In my announcement video this month, you will see the black and white cards. This is what I do with my leftover ones. I put them in a small container. That way when I do another card, I have them already cut out. And if I don't have the color that I want, then I'll go cut more out. Now I'm gluing down the dolphin. To the dolphin, you can probably fit 3 in a square. Sometimes they like to get stuck to you. You could probably use tweezers to put them down, but I like to use my fingers. And lastly, you want to glue down your fish. And lastly, on this card, you want to put down any saying you want on your card. I've made a birthday one, but this week I'm going to do a Father's Day card. This card it's going to say, "Thanks, Dad, for all you do." And I'm going to ink it down in white ink. You can go back to one of my previous videos on how to clean stamps. I will post that link to the video down below. I hope you all enjoy watching me make this card. I hope you enjoy my new setup for this card. I finally got a tripod in so I can take better videos. See you next week.